All things are working for you. And when you take the time to get into the vortex, and here's the most important thing that we want to say to you or to our Esther in the example that we've been offering here. We want you in the vortex not to get you the money. We want you in the vortex not to get you the blouse. We want you in the vortex because that's where you belong in terms of the security that you're wanting to find. In other words, the only reason that anybody wants anything, whether it's a material object or a pile of money or a circumstance or an event, everything that you want is because you think you will feel better in the having of it. And the feeling better is always in the vortex. So if we can convince you to do your getting in the vortex work just because you owe it to you because you have expanded, and if you don't keep up with you, you won't feel good. If we can convince you to get in there just because it feels good in being there, then when you get in there, that's where the clarity is, that's where the vitality is, that's where your stamina and balance is, that's where the good ideas are, that's where you rendezvous with others, that's where what those not in the vortex call the magic. That's where the magic is. It's where the culmination of all circumstances and events are. It's who you are and it's what you deserve, and anything less is just not acceptable. We don't want you in the vortex because you can buy a blouse or because you can go on a vacation. We want you in the vortex because the larger part of you is already taking that vacation, and you're not going doesn't feel good, you see. Good.
Still. Okay, so I guess I'm just having resistance about money. I love being in the vortex. I can find lots of ways to get there.
All right,
but I was just caught up in the...
So let's do a focus wheel. Let's do a focus wheel because we're just going over the same ground over and over again.
All right.
So let's do a focus wheel. So you've described pretty well what you're feeling. So when you know what you don't want, what is your statement of what you don't want? What is it that you just want to say about what you don't want? Let's fill that little box outside the vortex. What is it that you want to say?
I want to do what I want to do.
Say it.
I want to do, I don't want to be impeded by what I want to do. I want to be able to do what I want to do when I want to do it.
All right, so now make it more real. Don't gloss over it. Don't try to do it with a smile on your face. I am so tired of being deprived of the things that I want to do. Now, are we making too much of a case of this?
Yes, it is, because I do have a really good life. So it's not that.
But you see, here's the thing that's tripping you up.
Mm-hmm.
You do have a good life, but you are not anywhere near up to speed with the good life that you deserve. And for whatever reason, you're not allowing yourself to go there because you must think that you want too much. Do you want too much? Can you want too much? Do you feel guilty about wanting more than you have?
I don't think so.
So make your statement as clear as you can make it. In other words, does it feel to you like she has a problem with money? Does it feel to you that she knows that she has a problem with money? Well, she knows she has a problem with money, but how much money do you want?
Well, I played the prosperity game, and it was 53 million. So I had spent 53 million, and I thought that was good. So
how much money do you want in this moment? In other words, when you raised your hand and wanted to come up here, what is it that you want? What is it that you want that you don't have?
Okay, I want to be able to just...
Now hear this. We're having a good conversation here, aren't we? What is it that you want that you don't have? Because this is the thing that we want to get across to you, and we're going to get across to you because you're right on the brink of getting this. And we want all of you to hear this. Life causes you to constantly expand. Mm-hmm. And it is the keeping up with the expansion that is the releasing of the resistance that we're talking about here. So do you acknowledge that your desire has gone further than your ability to allow? Mm-hmm. Do you acknowledge that?
Yes.
So because that's key to this discussion, and it is something that we keep feeling you pulling back from. My life has caused me to want further than I have figured out how to allow.
Yes.
But I'm almost afraid to admit that I want it because it will inflame my awareness that I don't have it. And that's what's stuck in so many of your vibrational craws. If you can accept that it is natural, and in fact you will never get away from it, that life is going to cause you to keep expanding, and that you have no choice, if you are to be happy, than to keep up with your expansion. Did you get that? Does that ease your guilt a little bit about having?
Mm-hmm.
Yes? Seems like we need to make that point one more time. Because we really want you to hear this. When life causes you to reach for something more than you have allowed to manifest, you've expanded to a place, but the reason that you feel uncomfortable is not because it hasn't manifested. It's because you're vibrationally not allowing yourself to be a match to what you've asked for. It's not the absence of the money that is the reason for this discussion. It's the absence of the alignment, you see. So that's why we're trying to guide the discussion into one of alignment and take it away from the subject of money. If you could take money out of the equation, it would serve you. It'd be easier for you to get into the vortex around it. So make your statement of what you don't want, just to start this process.
What I don't want is to be held back.
I don't want to be hindered by the absence of enough money to do the things I really want to do.
Yes.
So now let's try to make this statement from inside the vortex. How do you think the source within you sees the flip side of that? What have you already put here? It's easy for us to see it because you've been putting it there for a long time.
Mm-hmm. So
I so adore my freedom to create because of the fluidity of resources flowing into my experience.
I like that.
Feels really good, doesn't it? I so adore the freedom to be and do and have because of the fluidity of abundance that moves in and out of my experience. So pretty good opposite statements, aren't they? Mm-hmm. So now, give us a statement that gets you on the wheel. Something that you already believe that agrees with this adoration of this abundant fluidity that you've got going. Something that you're already living, something that you already believe. Make a statement and we'll write it on this focus wheel. You already said it to us. Mm-hmm. I have a very nice life. Mm-hmm. And when you say that, you mean it, don't you? I have a very nice life. So you're on the wheel. Mm-hmm. What else?
I'm enthusiastic about this life. I want to see more of it.
All right, now off in the bushes, because it went right to what you're asking for, but we weren't on the wheel in a solid enough way.
Okay.
So then step back to what you know. I really have a good life, and now could you feel that? Could you feel that? So something else.
Okay, great life.
Now keep going back, and it's helpful. This focus wheel, energy, we're focusing energy. So you know what you don't want, you know what you do want. Let those two ends of the stick help you to focus. I know I don't want to be hindered. I know that I adore the freedom to choose. So let that help you focus. So what do you already know? What are you already living that you could state that would get you on the wheel or in the vortex? It's the same thing. I'm allowing more and more
fun in my life.
Pretty good. What else?
I enjoy the activities that I do right now.
Pretty good. Sort of blah blah blah, but they're not. It's not throwing you off, so that's all right.
Not throwing me off. I have great imagination of where I want to go.
Well, that's a little off in the bushes because that's more inflaming what I want that I can't quite figure out. Remember, what you're wanting to do is you're wanting to stake your claim inside this vortex with this statement. So it's just a matter of using the juxtaposition to sort of focus your way in. I'm a pretty good creator. I'm pretty good with my mind. I can focus quite well. I'm like a dog with a bone. When I get on something, I really stay on something. People who know me call me stubborn, and I take that as a compliment, because when I focus on something, I really focus on something, and it served me well. I usually get what I want. I'm pretty good at getting what I want. I like knowing that the universe is cooperating with me. I like knowing that there are universal forces backing me up. I like knowing that I put into my vortex of creation all kinds of things that I want, things that money will enhance, but all kinds of experiences and things that I want. And I love knowing that, vibrationally speaking, that is already a now reality. I like the present tense of that vibrational reality. I'm looking forward to watching the way the universe will yield to me in vivid fashion all kinds of things that I want. It's going to be really fun to watch the unfolding of all of this. I love feeling the prosperity of my being, and I love watching the abundance that comes. And I know that the abundance comes to me in lots of ways. It comes to me in ways of clarity. It comes to me in ways of stamina. It comes to me in ways of good ideas. It comes to me in stimulating conversations. I love the abundance of this planet. I love the visual beauty that is around me. I love all of the things that I am living in this physical time-space reality. I love knowing that abundance is flowing to me and through me in all ways. I love seeing how far I've come. I love imagining how far I will go. I love knowing that I am a creator and that I am really good at it. I'm so appreciative of the life that I'm living, and I know that it's just getting better and better. Now, in the vortex, that's really, really, really good work, you see. Your vibration shifts with a conversation no more significant than that. It's just talking yourself out of resistance, and which is the same thing as saying talking yourself into alignment, or into allowing, or into the vortex, into vibrational frequency of the abundance that you deserve, you see. So now, you're feeling pretty good, and then you hear of someone going somewhere that you'd like to go, and it soothes you. It feels good to you. It excites you. You know you're in the vortex. But if it makes you feel lack, if it makes you feel envy, if it makes you feel annoyed, then you know that the vortex has spit you out, and there's more work to do. You getting the hang of this? Oh yeah. Very good. Because when I want to go somewhere, I'm just so excited if somebody's going. It's really exciting. But you see, here's the difference between what you're talking about. In other words, if we were to say to you, we know you want to go, and here's a ticket, and you'd say, I go, yes, thank you. Sorry. And we would say, you're just doing what everybody else is doing and what doesn't work for any of you. You're responding to a condition. So you're out there saying, give me the ticket and then I'll be excited. Make the way for me, then I'll be excited. Show me the specific way and then I'll be excited. And we say, you've got to find a way to stop the negative emotion before the manifestation comes. You have to find a way to get into the vortex before the manifestation comes, and then it comes. It's easy to be excited once the manifestation has come, but we want you to show yourself that you have the ability to shift your vibration without circumstances changing. That's what unconditional love is. It's so easy to love Kate. Kate is 7, and she is so lovable. Jerry Nestor's granddaughter. Oh, she is so lovable. You'd have to be a maniac not to love Kate. She is so easy to love. And when Esther is with her, love just pours through her like nothing that you've ever seen. And then Esther, frankly, is quite annoyed that the rest of you don't evoke the same feeling for her. Because it is so easy to love Kate, you see. And we want to say, that's a very conditional love. In other words, we want you to love because it's natural to you to love, not because someone is performing lovable behavior. We want you to feel prosperous because you practice the vibration of prosperity, not because somebody's handed you a pile of money. And if you can reach the place where you can find the vibration of it, that's what faith is. Faith is finding the vibrational frequency before the evidence is shown to me. And that's what creation is, because what is, and it's all you're doing is looking at what is, you cannot move beyond. So out of what is, you're asking for more, but then you've got to turn your undivided attention to the more that you're asking for, and then it will become manifested. You see how it works? Conditional love says, change the condition, and then I'll feel better when I look at it. Unconditional love is, I'll feel good regardless of the condition because I have the ability to focus myself into a vibration that feels good. I have the ability to feel myself into vibrational alignment with the source within me. And when I find my way into vibrational alignment with the source within me, guess what else I meet up with? Everything that I've ever asked for and all that I have already become. Very good. Yes, it is.